if we look at, let's say, if you don't, or if you should not smoke, or if you should not drink, then you certainly can put a tax or a penalty on alcohol or tobacco or whatever. But unfortunately, there's no incentive to really say what you should do. In our case, that would be very easy, quite frankly. If you just look to the US, what they do in the Inflation Reduction Act is much smarter than what we do over here in Europe, because they incentivize and subsidize the e-fuels or the sustainable aviation fuels very much. They are so price attractive that everybody wants them. That basically builds up the economies of scale, which then lets the prices drop, and you can finally, stop your subsidies, which is very, very rational. In Europe, we're doing the opposite. We think that punishing and putting penalties on the fossil fuels will change our behavior. Actually, these are taxes. They are not even bound to a certain usage. We cannot even say you take 2 billion from the German aviation tax and we put it into the buildup of sustainable aviation fuels. It just goes in the big box of taxes in Germany, and they pay all the things which they have to pay. So that is very unfortunate, because I believe an incentive scheme of supporting what we actually want to use, sustainable aviation fuels, would be a much better way to drive the change and motivate people to use whatever we should use, meaning sustainable or eco-friendly fuels, and then also have economies of scale which bring down the prices, because again, we're still in a situation where even biofuels cost 3 to 5 times more than fossil fuels. And if we do not change this, this will also have a huge impact on ticket prices, which ultimately will lead to lesser demand overall. And that is something which I think we can see in the US, and Dara already mentioned the very close correlation of the Swedish government to say, okay, if we have to catch up and create more volume and create more economic effect for the country, we just abolish the aviation tax. And it was a very easy way to improve the frame conditions in Sweden.